STTM here, and in today's video, we're just going to do a simple single team video about the New York Knicks, we're just going to do it after, the Karl Anthony Towns trade. So, yeah, guys, but before we get into that, make sure you like, subscribe, put on notifications, and comment on the video. Lets me know what you think, gets me more recommended, and I will appreciate it. So, yeah, guys, and if you put on notifications, you will literally be updated about the newest STTM videos, so you don't want to miss them. So now, enough with the Japanese, and let's get straight into the video. Goodbye! Okay, so now first we're going to clarify the Karl Anthony Towns trade. The Knicks got Karl Anthony Towns in exchange for Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo. And I think there were also a couple future first and second round picks in that deal. I might be wrong, but yeah, that's the overall main basis of this trade. Now, I honestly don't really know who won the trade, as I think Cat is probably I think he's personally better than Julius Randle. So they probably have one of the best. So the Knicks now have one of the best offensive big men working with Jalen Brunson and Mikal Bridges, which is actually which honestly might be a better big three. But the thing I don't like is Dante DiVincenzo getting traded away in the mix. I personally think that crumbles up the depth of the New York Knicks a lot, because now I do think Miles McBride can step up for sure. I overall get it why they got him, because Mitchell Robinson's going to be out for the year, and it's not really safe to use Precious Achiuwa because he's a really undersized big man and he gets mismatched a lot. So and he can easily get mismatched by only being a 6'9" big man. So I get why they don't do that. But the only thing I'm concerned with for Karl Anthony Towns is that he hasn't actually been a center in a while. He's been at the 4. He's been like the power forward the whole time. But he's one of the best offensive big men in the league. He also has really good defense and really good rebounding. He nearly averaged a double-double last season. So, yeah. And OG Anunoby and Josh Hart also offer a lot of defense on this team. Jericho Sims, I actually want to check out his stats. I don't really know if Tyler Kolek is going to pan out well. I think he has probably more minutes now. So, yeah. He probably – and I don't really know if Pacome Dadia is going to step in well. I don't really like Cam Payne and Landry Shamet getting a lot of minutes, or getting minutes, because I personally think that they're not really good by any means. Pacome Dadia, Kevin McCullough, and Ariel Huckaporty, I think, could develop well for the Knicks. But let's go to Jericho Sims' stats. I think he's probably going to have a big step up in this team. 58th overall pick in 2021 out of Texas. 6'10" big man. He has a decent build. He hasn't played much, so, and in that time, he's most definitely been a rebounder, but since he's a big, I don't really like his defensive splits. All he really does is rebounding for you, which honestly, all he does is have rebounding and decent shooting. So I think he most definitely has some potential for extra minutes, but we don't really know. He doesn't play that much, but if he had to play a lot, which he probably will after the Mitchell Robinson injury, I think he could step up pretty well. So everything's looking good for Jericho Sims. This is the overall roster. Overall, front court is really good. Karl Anthony Towns, OG Anunoby, great defenders together. Same with Josh Hart, also being a really great defender with them. And they also all have really good scoring on them. They score from all the levels of the court, which I like a lot. Mikal Bridges, Jalen Brunson. That duo is going to be scary for opposing defenses and even opposing offenses. Jalen Brunson, we all know, is a star player. He's definitely becoming this franchise guy. I can kind of tell based off, since all the Villanova players and some players that would work, and they got players that would work well around him. So I definitely could tell Jalen Brunson's becoming a franchise guy for the New York Knicks. Safe to say, once again, it's safe to say Karl Anthony Towns is probably better than Mikal Bridges. He's the second best player. I think it's safe to say that. But overall, this is what the roster looks like. I guess I was just talking about it. So I guess I was just talking about the New York Knicks after the Cat trade. But so yeah, STTM is now out. See y'all next time. Road to 500 subs.